Welcome in. I'm going to send the stream to ad right away, and then that way we can get going with more of this one-hand challenge for Yee's Origin. All right. Welcome back from the ad break. Thank you for the sub, Jerry. Thank you very much. We're going to get this started and going here. So we are in the last section of the game, the demonic core. So it's probably, depending, hour to 2 hours or so until I'm done. Probably 2. Gotta go across it. Oops. Or not. Fine, I wanted to come down here and kill them anyways. Rotofruit. Well met, good sir. The demons around here are most powerful and exceptionally numerous, even as a fellow demon. I am anxious in their presence. But more importantly, I hunger. My gastronomic capacity knows no satiety. I keep finding you little ones in the strangest places. Perhaps our fates are linked. So truly, it's alright for me to take this? Thank you. I wish to internalize the face of my benefactor, but can barely make out your features through this veil of joyful tears. I must give you something extra special in exchange for your noble gift. Something outrageous. What? A surge of power came welling up from within. Toll is now able to burst! When in boost mode, press the boost key a second time. Boost can be used at any time while boosted. A powerful directed energy wave is emitted from Toll's body. Hey, I finally get a range attack! Well, do you love it? This should prove most useful in overcoming the demons around these parts. This is amazing. I can feel power surging through every part of my body. But it's not demonic in nature. I never imagined Ruse could bestow such abilities. Thank you. I'm certain this will be extremely helpful in the coming struggles. The pleasure is all mine, my good man. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. It seems as almost seems as if there's another world on the other side of the mirror, but a powerful force is preventing you from stepping within. Oh, I didn't kill the guys I needed to for that yet. Nope. Brave armor. The last armor upgrade of the game. The obsidian key. Safe spot. Usually ominous. Do I have enough for anything? Oh yeah, I gotta upgrade the armor. Do I have enough for anything else? I do not. I've been waiting for you. Ishgal. You seem to be doing pretty well for yourself, especially for someone who used to take orders from Saul Tova. Still hung up on the commander, are you? What do you want from me? I think you know I want to fight a truly worthy opponent, one who can match me blow for blow in Battle Royale. That's all I've ever wanted. I thought Saul Tova would be that man, but he wasn't ready for me when I issued my challenge. He was worn down to a mere shadow of his potential. Of course he was. He'd been fighting demons for who knows how long when you people decided to show up. My point exactly. He was wounded and fatigued, handicaps that mean nothing to one who's accepted demonic power. So I've been waiting for you here, waiting for my chance to fight the successor to Saul Tova's legacy. The one man with powers that truly match my own. Have you ever seen human glory flow like a waterfall? A man's insides decorating the wall? Allow me to teach you the true meaning of bloodshed. Yeah. All right. So doing a little bit extra leveling always helps. I guess my honor as a knight is secure, at least. Acquired rod. This must be a key for traveling through Zava's domain. Perhaps this was the bait and I was meant to be his catch. Either way, it's mine now. Ooh. Video. Ooh. Drag these down. Damn, the ritual started. I have to get to the top of the tower. Haha, I don't think so. What? Demonic powers or no, you shouldn't be able to recover so quickly. And with the demonic essence on the verge of being set free, I'm damn near invincible. All things considered, though, you've proven yourself a most worthy adversary. Demonic rage. You should be able to give into it as well, Toll. Let yourself go. Become one with the essence. Change. Become a full-blooded demon and fight me. I will not. What? I'll stick to my natural abilities until this is over, thanks. I'm still human, after all, and humanity may be imperfect, but I'm not ready to give it up. I was foolish enough to accept demonic powers, but I will not allow myself to become a monster. This is priceless. Fine then, if you want to die for your woman, I'll be happy to help. Oh, Unikatova. Toll, are you alright? You. Hope you don't mind us dropping in unannounced like this. Hey, Captain. Seems like you could use a hand. So this is the man who killed Commander Tova? Well, any enemy of the great Saul Tova is just as much an enemy of ours. We must avenge our departed officer. Your timing is impeccable. You vermin. How dare you interrupt my sport? Leave this to us, Captain Fact. You've got other places to be, right? I swear on my honor that we won't let this bloated berserker set one foot outside this room. Understood. I'm counting on you all. Yes, sir! Well, guess he's not going to follow me down. Oh well. Dang it. me back. Okay. Right. Right gets me a left or right option. Okay. Gonna go right. Gives me a left or right option. Right again. So that was upper right, right, right. Gives me treasure chest. SP. Okay. So upper right, right, right. Back to the... Okay, so now we'll do upper right, right, left. Back to the beginning, okay. So we'll do upper right, then left. Here's the first doorway. Clear the ore. And that's the big mirror, which is the end. Okay, so upper right, left, second or first door leads to the end. So go this way. Left. Coquette and Panacea. Anyway, applause are maxed. Maxed. Okay. Right or left choice? Right. Back to this. If that's the case, then this is this left. Yeah, that doesn't do us any good either. Okay. Well, time to get through here then. Don't have the 200,000 yet. One more thing to get. And that goes back in. Time to fight a boss. Previously it was Zava on the Unica playthrough, so we'll see what this turns into. Well, if it isn't the man demon that refuses to die. Zava. You. Ha 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 ha. I've been very patient with you all this time, at Lord Dallas's behest, which makes it all the sweeter that I've finally been given permission to deal with you as I see fit. You hate me that much, do you? Is it because I've so thoroughly trounced all your demons? That would be the reason, yes. You have no idea how much trouble I went through to gain control over these creatures. And then some lowly knight worms his way into our group, gains some power, and starts cutting them down left and right? It's reprehensible. You're right. From your perspective, I was given free license to undo all your hard work, and you had no way to stop me. If I were your enemy, then, it would have been a matter of course, but as your ally, my actions were completely insensitive. I offer you my humblest apologies. You think you're cute talking like that? Charming, maybe? You disgust me. If only you were more like your little brother. He's the kind of subservient cretin who'd make any master proud. There's such darkness in his heart, such an unquenchable thirst for power. So many disgraces have been heaped upon House Fact already, but with him in our employ, this could be just the beginning. What have you done to him? Demonic powers alone wouldn't have made him act like that. Hehe, all we did was find an opening in his heart and use it to our advantage, sealing away his free will and emotions. He's drunk with the power of the demonic, lost in a blissful dreamlike state where everything is simple and victory comes easy. It's only a matter of time before he gives in to temptation and becomes one of us in body and soul. Did something I say amuse you? You're delusional. Do you know why I gave up sorcery to become a knight? Because Hugo was better at magic than I could ever hope to be. Better by far. I suspect he could even outmatch your almighty Lord Dallas. What? How dare you speak such lies? No one could ever exceed my lord's power. Do you have any knowledge at all of the Fact lineage? Compared to my father, this lord of yours might as well be doing parlor tricks. Perhaps you've heard of him, Cain Fact, this most senior member amongst the 6 priests of Ys, the very man whom Hugo will one day succeed? Given his extensive magical training and his clarion will, you won't be able to maintain control over Hugo for long. Grr. You're really starting to grate on me, Toll Fact. I think it's time to give you a little taste of what we elite Darklings can do. Behold my strongest familiars. Come, my pretties, tear this vermin limb from limb. Post. Yeah, leveling helps. Your powers have improved, but how? Perhaps because I've been relying on them a bit too much. You could say I've had more than my fair share of practice. Unfortunately, my own natural skills have begun to wither away as a result. I wish I never had transformed again. But if that's what it takes to defeat the likes of you, then so be it. I can always retrain. How sickeningly noble. If your duality is causing you so much suffering, though, then by all means allow me to end it. No, not you too. Haha, Kishkal's not the only one who can take advantage of a good thing, you know. With the release of the demonic essence, my powers are increased 100-fold. Behold! Destroy as many as you'd like, there's no end to the number I can summon. How long will we be able to last, I wonder? This should be most entertaining. Saved again. Aha! That all you got? Galleon, but those fireballs couldn't have come from you. Of course not, they came from me. Kadina. Kadina. We promised we'd lend you a hand, remember? And the knights and sorcerers of Ys always keep their word. So who's the ugly witch? How dare you mock me? I don't care how many of you there are. You'll never outmatch my familiars. Well, she's certainly easy to taunt. We should be able to handle this without even breaking a sweat. Sean told us everything. You go on ahead. We'll take care of things here. But, just go. You do not want to cross me. Not after staying behind with the commander. Don't think I have forgotten about that. Alright, I'm sorry. Best of luck to you. You think you can get away from me? really? That's just a nuisance. Boots! Boots. Alright, that is the last pair of boots I will find in the game. I have all the keys. I have potentially one more bracelet. I don't know. I don't know how much stuff Toll gets in comparison to... Rituals begun. Yeah, okay, we're just... That was a waste of my time. Sorry, guys. Miss something. Yeah, I don't have time to be subtle with you. There we go. That could have been bad. Venetia. Something's not right. That's what. The last of the medallions. Man. Okay. Fine. Run away. Oops. That's supposed to break through armor. Bullshit. I think I still have to... Oh, I gotta load with boots. 200,000 is what I need. Guess you guys are gonna join me for a little bit of grindy here, because that's the end of the game up there. Sometimes negates enemy attacks. I like that. That leg guard thing just saved me from that attack. Like that. Seriously. That's a good killing ground right there. Oh yeah, that's nice. 6,000. Not doing it for the experience, doing it for the SP. one more, and then I'll have enough to head back. Yep. Oh, adds in 3 minutes. There we go, count your blessings. Got that achievement done now. Not that I'm hunting achievements, but still. Alright. I'm gonna... Oh, you guys are still on ad for a minute, so I'm going to take a drink break before I start on the fun. Alright, everyone ready? I know I am. Well, maybe not the last boss. We still have to deal with little bro. Ugh. Hugo, please don't do this. You're too strong to let them keep controlling you. Stop. Oh, wait, what? Oh, you guys just got sent to ads. Alright, well. Clawman? Hugo, snap out of it. Didn't you promise me we'd settle things once and for all? Well, here I am, or are you too afraid of what I might do to you? That's better. If you're going to fight anyone, it should be me. Six eyes a fact at once, huh? Not bad. I'm not your enemy, though. I hope you know that. But it won't stop me from beating some sense into you. I am your brother, after all. Nothing like playing bullet hell with brother. Holy cow. That's it. Let it all out. Demonic powers aren't what you want. They do nothing but reflect your inner weakness. Just stay focused. You're too strong to let them overcome you. Too strong to let them win. Ugh. That's good. You're a real jackass, you know that? Spotting off all that pity and fighting spirit nonsense when I'm incapable of getting a word in edgewise. So what's with the big brother act all of a sudden? I'm your big brother, and it's about time I start acting like it. Can't a man boast about his little brother's strength from time to time? I meant what I said, you know. You look shocked. No, I'm just trying to figure out your angle. You seem a lot different than you were last time we spoke. More determined, I guess, or confident. I am, at least to some extent. I still don't have much in the way of natural ability. That blessing went to you, not to me. So I've always felt limited by my shortcomings. But I finally started to realize, maybe that's not the case. Maybe I'm not so limited after all. Certainly took me long enough, didn't it? Is it because of Lady Rhea and Lady Fina? Partly, but not just them. Ever since this whole ordeal began, every one of you has been looking out for me. I guess you could say by virtue of comparison, my newfound confidence is thanks to Dallas and his crew. What are you laughing at, you little twerp? You say you're lacking natural ability, but I don't know. It takes a pretty dry wit to deliver a line like that with a straight face, and that's got to count for something. Though I suppose it's more sad than funny, really. Ponya, are you alright? Come on, pull yourself together. Cough. Hugo, have you come back to your senses? I have. I'm so sorry, Ponya. I'm going to get you taken care of, but for now, you just stay right there. Don't try to move. Just rest up. Well, there's an offer I can't refuse. Here. What's this? Per Dallas's orders, I swiped it from Lady Rhea. It's something he really doesn't want her to have, which means it's probably something worth having. You should take it with you. Got it. Thanks. Once I've tended Eponia's wounds, I'll be right behind you. So, stay safe, brother. Brother, huh? How many years has it been since he last called me that? All that's left now is confronting Dallas on the tower summit. Wait for me, Rhea. Yeah, I'm not gonna wear that yet. When I went through it with Unica, you had to hang on to that ring because it would revive you once when you were killed. All the way up the Megalomaniac's tower. Seriously, why does the bad guy have to live at the top of the bloody biggest tower ever? Jeez. Alright, end of the game, people. It won't let me send to an ad break yet. So... have to let that sit. Because ads were only about 10 minutes ago. I was gonna force it to an ad break so we wouldn't get interrupted, but oh well. Sorry. Rhea, are you alright? Please, say something. The ritual is going well, don't you think? Pity the goddess won't see it. She'll be sleeping through the whole thing, I surmise. You bastard. Why have you even come? You don't stand a chance against me. Since you host a fragment of the demonic essence yourself, you must know what you're against, right? The power that fills the air all around this summit is transforming me. Soon, I will surpass divinity itself. I'll become a perfect being. Oh, I know all about your intentions, but you haven't won just yet. Until Solomon Shrine's back on the surface and the Black Pearl's power is unleashed, you're still nothing more than a cocky sorcerer. I'm impressed you know more than I anticipated. I suppose I underestimated you. I initially thought your goal was merely to steal the demonic essence away from me. Imagine my surprise when I learned your true objective, destroying the Black Pearl, is it? Clearly the delusions of a madman. Maybe I am, but what other option is there? Eliminate the Black Pearl, and you eliminate the essence it holds within. Which is essentially suicide for me. But it doesn't matter, I've come this far, I can't back down now. I don't make a very good demon, and I'm certainly not much of a human anymore, but I'll do whatever it takes to obliterate the likes of you. You're wasting your time, and I suppose I'm wasting my breath. If you haven't gotten it through your head yet that this struggle is futile, you never will. I'm not about to give up without trying every trick in the book, and even when I've done everything the fates will allow, I can always turn my claws upon the fates if I have to. Haha, your strength of will is a good match for your foolish obstinacy. Honestly, I'm surprised you've been able to maintain enough sense to hold such values considering the monster you've become. But in the end, your struggles will avail you nothing in the face of such overwhelming power. Ah. Such is the divide between those who have power and those who do not. One cannot change the world through force of will alone. No, you're wrong. Rhea. Ho, it seems our goddess possesses a strong will of her own. But what, pray tell, could a caged bird possibly hope to accomplish by defying me? Toll, remember, you've already overcome so much. Sometimes being careless is the same as being carefree. It's endearing, and it's been a pillar of support for us all. Even relying on the demonic energy within you, you've never let it consume you. You've made it your own. Now's your chance. The ring. Toll drew the goddess ring from his pack. No, it can't be. That ring contains a small measure of my power. Please, release it. Understood. Ah! Did I do it? Toll. How irritating. Very well then, if you're that desperate to die, I'll be happy to help the cause. The Black Pearl has regained most of its power. Perhaps it's time to harness the gifts I've been given. Ah. Damn, you too? My demonic form is worlds apart from yours. It is like unto that of a god. The demonic essence makes me the ideal fusion of a man's intellect and a demon's raw power. Behold my glorious visage, cower before my perfect form. No. How could I have lost? In experience, I've grown used to the demon within me. I know its limits, and I respect them. You, on the other hand, took on more power than you could handle, and it overwhelmed you. I merely used that to my advantage. Haha, I suppose there's some merit to your pathetic resistance after all. But I will never allow vermin like you to stand in the way of my grand ambitions. What? Are you trying to destabilize the Black Pearl altogether? No, you mustn't. Its power will destroy you too. I know that all too well, but if its power cannot be mine, then it shall be no one's. It will be destroyed by my hand. The Darklings will be second to none. We will have absolute control, or we will foster absolute anarchy. I'm afraid that doesn't work for me. When a puppet cuts its strings, all that happens is, it falls down. Oh. That hurts a little bit. Hugo. Kane. Kane fact. Never mind Hugo. We got Papa involved. It's good to see you again, Lady Rhea. I must confess, when you and Lady Fina disappeared without notifying me, I became rather anxious. Haha, does something trouble you? It's unbecoming of a goddess to stare with mouth agape like that. Your silence is unnecessary. I have ever been your faithful servant, after all. If my actions displease you, you may feel free to speak ill of me. Wait just a moment. Father, why are you here? And why would you pick now of all times to make your entrance? Don't tell me. So, it was you then. I had my suspicions, but I always refused to believe it. Now, I guess I no longer have that option. Ha, I suppose you don't. See here, I thought I was at the end of the game. I thought I beat the last bad guy. Not so much. It was I who told these outsiders of the demonic essence. When Solomon's shrine was raised to the sky, it confirmed my suspicions regarding the Black Pearl's true potential, which, in turn, led me to discover the existence of the perfect form it can bestow upon whosoever controls it. And ever since, things have simply fallen into place one after another, exactly as I'd envisioned, all according to plan. But to have even harbored the slightest suspicion toward me is quite impressive. You're as sharp as ever, Lady Rhea. Am I to assume you've also deduced my ultimate goal in all this, then? I have, and I cannot allow it to happen. Well, that is a pity. And where are my manners? Here I am, rambling on whilst there's a wounded animal in my presence, bleeding all over my tower. Kane, fact. You made a good effort, Dallas, but in the end, you Darklings were far too inexperienced for your efforts to have any true merit. Therefore, I shall now relieve you of your duties as custodian of the essence. You bastard! You've served me as well as my pawn, acting where I could not, and I am not an ungrateful man, so when I've become one with the essence, you shall be granted life anew as my loyal slave. I trust you will look forward to the day of your glorious rebirth. Ah! I'm fading my body. Someone help me. The demonic essence. Not quite complete yet, it would seem. Still, I suppose he did his best, considering his obvious inadequacies. And with that... Don't you dare move another muscle, Father. I'm not letting you anywhere near that thing. You're still here? As I recall, you ran out of my life a long time ago, so what business have you interfering with it now? You... Do you think you're scaring me? You'll back down. You never follow through with anything. You're even half-assed as a demon. Why do you suppose you wound up with the Darklings in the first place? It's certainly not because they saw any potential in you. You can't mean I was the only survivor of that battle because I gave them very explicit instructions to leave you alive, yes. I wanted to see just how much potential the demonic influence could unlock in one of our lineage. One might say you were my test subject. I had Dallas do the same to Hugo, just to confirm the results. Imagine my surprise when he lost in battle to the likes of you. I'm so ashamed. Both of my sons are such wretched failures. You goddamn bastard! Gah! Toll! How? I think we're gonna have pre-roll ads here soon. How? You didn't move. You didn't even blink. And yet you still hope to defy me. A simple bolt of lightning is easy enough to conjure within your thought, if you're actually skilled, that is. You know what? I'm going to cut to the chase on that one, and I am going to send us to ads, so we have no more left for the rest of the evening. This will be the last ads. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back from the ads. Gonna get this started back up again. Alright then, no holding back. Damn, House Fact shield magic, I should have known. Yes, you should have, and you should also know that this barrier is made of sterner stuff than that fool Dallas's. Even with the goddess ring, you have no chance of breaking through. Nothing in this world exists that can penetrate it. Damn. Now then, I believe it is time to claim the essence for myself. Rhea. Haha, this feels magnificent. Once the ritual is complete, all that remains is to destroy Solomon's shrine. Then the Black Pearl's power will be released, transforming the demonic essence within me into pure perfection. I will not let that happen. Damn it, not even that? You truly are hopeless. I told you, there's nothing you can do to stop me. You're just wasting your time. Toll. It's no use. These claws will never be able to break through that barrier. What the hell am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I'm not too late. Lady Fina. Fina. Well, if it isn't Lady Fina, you're looking well. I'm afraid you're mistaken in your assessment, however. You are indeed too late. No, I'm not. I believe this is yours, Toll. What? Received silver sword. Boot. It can't be. My sword. I thought it was broken. Not anymore, thanks to the wondrous skills of House Genma. Its blade is imbued with the strength of everyone from Ys, including myself included. And since Cleria serves to amplify magical power, it should be able to break through even the toughest of barriers. I owe you one. Impudent wench. Don't do this, Toll. Why can't you understand? Why don't you feel it too? A quenchless thirst for power is in the Fact family's blood. Hell, it's even central to the human condition. The goddesses are only holding us back from realizing our true potential. We deserve better. We must be freed from this yoke. Mankind must not allow itself to be suppressed. No, I've been pushing my way through life with brute force for far too long. And in doing so, I lost sight of something. What we need isn't just power for power's sake. We need to join our individual strengths in pursuit of a well-planned and mutually beneficial future. So yes, Father, I suppose power is what I seek. But the difference between you and I is, I seek it as a means to an end. The power to help those who believed in me, and to bring a better future to Ys. Pathetic fool. Very well. If this is the path you choose, then so be it. I'll show you just how wrong you are. What? No, he can't be. Toll, watch out. He intends to fuse himself with the Black Pearl. Precisely. Why simply use the demonic essence when I can become it? I'll be the ultimate demon, a god in every sense of the word. I'll be the supreme being we facts have always dreamed we could be. My humanity is nothing by comparison. Look well, for you bear witness to the birth of omnipotence itself. We are in uncharted territory because this is not part of the game when you play as Unica. He's ugly. 100% ugly. Oh! That was a rude transition. Oh, I don't get a revive. Oh, okay. That makes that a little bit more difficult. What was the point? There's a base already. I don't know what's gonna happen. This one. Okay. The hands. Have to go for the hands definitively. risk again. Wow. This guy is tough. is this last phase, this very last part. It's definitely difficult. Oh, I didn't notice that. Jerk. Did it. I did it. I squeaked it by. Holy cow. Barely any health left. Oh. Oh, jeez. Okay. No, how can this be? I may not be the son you always wanted me to be, but did you ever try seeing me for who I am? Did you ever consider my feelings for even one single moment? Or Hugo's, for that matter? What are you talking about? Your greatest failing is your disdain for humanity. We may be ignorant and powerless beings, and then left unchecked, will cause nothing but trouble. But no one has the right to decide our futures for us. One by one, we each must shape our own. That's what makes life worth living. And the future I choose is the one where I stop you in your tracks right here, right now. Wait. Father, thank you for everything. I pray that one day, on some distant plane, we may meet again as father and son, and can put all this unpleasantness behind us. Bink. Damn you! You've done it. But this form is immortal, and as long as the Black Pearl exists, I will be reborn. Prove to me, Toll, that you made the right choice. Toll. Pathetic, aren't I? I can't believe how exhausted I am. On the contrary, your condition belies the magnitude of what you've just accomplished. And besides, it makes it a little easier for me to do this. To what? Your harmonica? No, you can't. Are you ready, Fina? Yes. No, stop. If you use the power of your wings, you'll both be... The ritual has progressed farther than we'd anticipated. If we don't stop it now, Solomon's Shrine will come crashing back to the ground. I'm sorry, Toll. If I were just a little more powerful, I'd be able to do this without Ria's help. Oh, Fina, don't talk like that. I could never let you do this alone. Someday, the demonic essence, or the demon who now holds it, to be more precise, may awaken once more. As such, returning the Black Pearl to Solomon's Shrine will be far too dangerous. I know this may be difficult for you, but it, and we as well, must be entombed deep within the earth, far from human hands. But before we do this, I'd like to leave a message with you, Toll, a message for everyone in Ease. Tell them, thank you for everything, and may their lives be blessed forevermore. Please, wait. Damn it, why did my body have to give out on me now? Toll. I'm so sorry, but thank you. When you said you wanted your future to be with me, I was so happy, happier than I could ever put into words. The happiest I've ever been in all my life as a goddess. Because of you, I believe I'll have nothing but wonderful dreams during my long slumber. Stop. No. demonic element. It's gone. Lady Rhea, Lady Fiona, brother! Lady Rhea, Lady Fiona, how did this happen? What the hell happened to your Toll? And what happened to your hair? Toll, please tell me. Lady Rhea, Lady Fiona, what happened to them? The goddesses have gone to sleep for a long time. It was the only way they could keep the demonic essence sealed away within the Black Pearl. What? Are you serious? I'm afraid so, but Fina left a message for everyone beforehand. Thank you for everything, and may your lives be blessed forevermore, she said. No. No, please. It's alright. If we just have faith, then someday I know we'll see them again. You know better than anyone how lonely they always are, so let's make sure they stay in our hearts every day, every moment. I know you're right, but they were always like sisters to me. I just don't want to let them go. Wow. Unica. Stubborn till the end, those goddesses. They waited until I couldn't move to do what they planned from the beginning, countering my objections with apologies and platitudes. And despite all that, they look so peaceful, content in the knowledge that ease is secure in the heavens and we're all safe from danger. But the price was just a bit too high, if you ask me. Farewell, goddesses. One day, I swear I'll destroy that damned essence once and for all, and free you from this destiny. And when that day comes, I hope you'll let me hear you play this harmonica once again. And so, the crisis that had brought the land of Ys to the brink of annihilation was finally resolved, albeit impermanently. Toll and the others enshrined the goddesses in the Black Pearl deep underground, just as promised. Afterward, they began preparing to use their remaining magical energy for a return trip to Solomon's Shrine in the heavens. Are you really going back, Toll? I thought you wanted to stay on the surface to watch over the goddesses. No, that's not my place. Someone has to inherit Father's position. Though to be honest, I really think that someone should be you. Ha, no thanks. I can do without being ridiculed behind my back as the son of a traitor. Besides, you were his original choice for successor anyway. The surface is where I'm most needed. There's so much work to be done down here, and I'd very much like to be a part of it. Heh, sounds like you're confident in your decision, then. So, has Aponia gone back to her homeland? Yes, she has. When the essence was sealed away, Zava and Kishgal both perished. Aponia said she was returning home for a time to report on what happened here. Oh, I see. So it's only for a time, is it? Well, that's just the impression I got. It's not like she's definitely coming back, but, I mean, she probably will, I think. Hugo, you're such a two-timer. Huh? What did I do? Life as a ladies' man sure is rough. Well, you know what they say. You reap what you sow. Just try not to make too big of a scene, okay? The time for epic life and death struggles is behind us, and I'm pretty sure Musha would mop the floor with you anyway. Come on, you two. Cut it out. Snicker. Oh, hey, Toll. When you get back, were you planning on writing up an official record of all the stuff that happened down here? Of course. Hopefully it will serve both as warning and instruction should the day come when the demonic essence revives once again. I'll consult with the other priests to include as much background detail as possible. It may be centuries or millennia until this information is needed after all. Ideally, it will be bound into books for the ages. Sounds like you thought this out pretty thoroughly. If you would, please give my regards to Grandpa. Tell him I'm sorry I won't be able to see him in person, but I always will be thinking of him. Don't worry, I'll make sure he gets the message, and I'll also fill him in on what happened to Commander Tova. But in return, I'd ask that you please watch over the goddesses for me, alright? You bet. I'll keep a close eye on them, even when I'm old and gray. Sigh. You won't even make it that far if you won't start thinking about the present. I hope you're ready for some hard times down here. Guess it's good that I'm staying, or you'd be dead by nightfall. Hey, that's just mean. Haha, I'm gonna miss watching you stooges beat up on one another. Don't know how I'll make it up there without you. It just won't be the same anymore. Ramona, Cecilia. There will be many hardships ahead for all of you, but I have faith in your abilities. May you live good, strong lives, never forgetting your pride as knights and sorceresses. Yes, sir. I'll always be in your debt. Rico, Yusha. I'll be the one who tells your families that you've chosen to stay behind. I'll break the news to them gently, don't worry. It's going to be tough trying to rebuild down here, but hang in there. I know you can do it. Kadena, we'll do our best, and you do the same. Rhoda, if you would, please keep an eye on these wide-eyed youths. Make sure they don't get themselves into trouble. And give my regards to your little brother. It would be my pleasure on both counts. And when the time comes, I shall make certain your legacy is passed only to one who is worthy of it. What's this now? Let's just call it a safety net for some distant future generation. I'm afraid the time has come. Parting like this is difficult indeed, but we must begin the transport spell before it's too late. You're right, of course. Please go ahead. Thank you. Dino, Eolia, are you ready? Yes, Father. We're ready. And away we go!
No.
Oh, that's a cool end picture. Ancient Ease Vanished Omen. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Unless that's their new name for Ease 1 or something. That's the only thing I think of. Ooh. Toll's clear data has been saved. Defeat the end boss and receive the true ending as Toll. Got the achievement for Toll's ending. Alright. Well, that is actually close enough to the end of my night. I'm going to look into that Ancient Ease Vanished Omen to find out what that is. I think that's just their name, the redo name for Ease 1. So I'm going to work on getting this set up so that I can do the same thing with Ease 1. And we'll start doing some Ease 1 streams coming up. So I'm just going to move us over to a ending here. Again, everyone, thank you for joining me this evening. This has been Ease Origin. I'm playing through as Toll Fact, getting the true ending of the game, and doing it one-handed using this Azeron Cyborg controller. So, but again, thank you for everyone lurking. Thank you for everyone who participates in the channel. Everything, it means the world to me to be able to do this kind of stuff. I really do appreciate everyone who stops by, everyone who hangs out. In the meantime, I'm going to get going to bed. I'm going to raid us over. Let me go find us a raid target. For those of you listening and participating, we have Kuro is playing Kronos, the New Dawn. Good Sir Rage is playing Weird and Unfortunate Things Are Happening. Durban Daniel is playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Let's see here. Oh, Nightmare Vortex is playing Trails in the Sky First Chapter. Hot Drop FPS is playing The Outlast Trials. Faux Retro is playing Winnie the Pooh's Home Run Derby. Wow. That's going back. Um, why don't we swing over in by Good Sir Rage? Let me go check out how he's doing on his stream. Looks kind of like a old school 16-bit RPG. Yeah, why don't we do that? We are gonna go raid Good Sir Rage. So grab the raid message if you wish. In the meantime, everyone have yourselves a good night. Have a good rest of your week, and be well. Have a good night.